G'day folks, Heath Myers here, Agent of Change from heathmyers.com. And today what I want to talk to you about is the truth about the rate of growth that you can expect in personal and professional development, right? What I want to talk to you about is the real journey, what really occurs on the journey from where you are to where you want to be. So there's this saying that you hear in coaching a lot, and that is that growth is exponential. Growth is exponential. It's a pretty cool term, but what does it actually mean, right? So if you look at growth from the perspective of, let's pop it on a graph, right? This is the best way to explain growth is exponential. An exponential curve looks like this. All right? And what does exponential mean? Growth is exponential. What it means is that the more you apply yourself to the process, the more time that you spend on it, the more rapid your growth becomes and the more your growth compounds, okay? And that's why it becomes more rapid, is because it compounds the more you do it, right? So growth is exponential. And this is true. However, it does create a little bit of a misconception for people. So there's a big problem. So a lot of my Mastery Matrix Purpose coaching clients are actually people who've been through a lot of personal development. Most of my clients are people who've already tried a fair bit of personal development. It either wasn't for them or it didn't stick, but they're ready to do something a little bit more advanced, right? So they come to me, and they come to me often with quite a few preconceived ideas about what coaching is and how it works, right? And so one of the big misconceptions that they have is that this growth is exponential. And so here's a real problem that comes up for them. So we kick into action, and they start to get some really, really good results. They start to get some traction really quickly and start to get some good results. They start to become really confident about their business, about the direction that they're taking. They start to become more certain in their decisions and their decision process. They start to back themselves more. They start to become highly motivated and start to move out of procrastination. They align with their purpose. They have a greater sense of direction, and they start to get real results. And then all of a sudden something happens. I get a phone call one day, or I get a message one day, or a text one day that says, I'm right back where I started. The problem has started again. I haven't got anywhere. I'm right back where I started. And this is a massive misconception. And the problem behind this is because they're thinking that growth should be like this, right? So that if for some reason it's not, then something's wrong. Okay? And what I want to tell you is that on your coaching journey, on your journey of getting from where you are to where you want to be, from being stuck and having no direction to having purpose and fulfillment and abundance and amplifying your impact in life, that journey isn't necessarily this beautiful smooth curve. It actually looks a little bit more like this. Right? So it's not necessarily this beautiful smooth curve. What comes with it is a series of dips, okay? And Seth Godin talks about this in a lot of his books, about this point that entrepreneurs hit. Often it's just before things are about to happen and before they're about to get amazing traction, is they hit a dip. And a big problem for a lot of entrepreneurs is that when they hit this dip, this is when they exit. Right? This is when they start to give up on the thing that they were doing because they think that for some reason it's not working. And here's the reality. Actually, another misconception before I go into the reality. Another misconception is the fact that when you're actually kicking goals, that's when the growth is happening. Bullshit. That's actually not when the growth is happening. When you're kicking goals, when you're getting traction, when you're doing exceptionally well, that is actually the result of the growth. And the growth doesn't happen at that point in time. The growth is actually happening when you're in these dips, when you're in these points here, right? When you've actually fallen below the curve that you thought you were on. So a big thing is my clients will ring me up and they'll say, well, all of a sudden I'm doubting myself. All of a sudden I'm not sure of my direction anymore. I'm second guessing myself. I'm starting to procrastinate a bit. I think I've lost my mojo. I'm right back where I started. I think I'm going to leave. I think I need to give up on this journey. And what I want to say is that that's actually the very point in time when you need to really step into your power and fucking own it and realize that that's where the real growth occurs. Like that's where your becoming is is in that point where you are facing your fears, where you are facing your doubts, where you are facing your patterns, where you're literally looking at the fucking thing that's holding you back from being all that you are, from being your best self, right? From stepping into your true love, stepping into your true wisdom, stepping into your true power and aligning with your purpose and your direction. And so that's your greatest opportunity for growth. So what I want to share with you now is 3 keys that are going to help you navigate that dip when you're in it. The first key, right, is to remember, is to realize that if things are going exceptionally well and all of a sudden they're not, that you're actually in a dip. So step one is acknowledge you are in a dip. The moment you acknowledge that you're in a dip, what happens is you immediately dissociate from your stuff. You see it as a part of the process as opposed to something that's personal. You disconnect from your body's pattern, reacting pattern, and step into a level of higher consciousness that says, well, look, this is just a dip. It's just a thing that I experience, right? So the first thing is acknowledge that this is a dip. The second thing is, from that dissociated space of viewing this as like just a thing you're experiencing as opposed to something that's personal, what I want you to do is become very clear of the thought pattern and the feeling pattern and the behavior pattern, the action pattern that's actually surfaced for you. Because in the dip, there's this massive amount of information about what you need to learn and what you need to integrate and the growth that needs to occur in order for you to get back into that upward curve again, right? So the first thing is acknowledge that you're in a dip. And the second thing is to observe the thought, feeling, and action patterns that are taking place that are your blocks. The third thing you need to do, and this is really, really important, right, is you need to consciously apply the tools, the insights, the techniques, the methods, the learning that you have used, that has been successful, that you are being asked to integrate. You need to remember that and put it into practice to clear those thought, feeling, and action patterns, to overcome them. Because the dip is not when you give up. It's actually when you need to. It's when you need to give out. It's where you need to give more of yourself to yourself, and you need to dig deep for the resources that you've been learning. Because here's the thing: is that if you can apply them there and then, that's when this shit sticks. That's when you start to make the real change in your body that you need to make in order to get to where you want to go, in order to next level your business, in order to have more purpose and have more abundance and more fulfillment and more impact in your business and life. So there's 3 keys to navigating the dip. So hopefully that's been really, really helpful for you. If this has been really good information, very helpful for you, then what I want you to do is I want you to click below. I want you to like it. I want you to comment. I want you to share this. If you're watching this on Facebook and you'd like to catch up with me for a quick 10-minute chat to find out if and how I can help you to next level your business, to help you amplify your impact, achieve more purpose, more fulfillment, and more abundance in life, then what I want you to do is below in the comment box, I want you to write, "Hey Heath, let's chat." If you're watching this on heathmyers.com, it's as simple as clicking the link below and booking in for a 10-minute chat. So once again, my name's Heath Myers, Agent of Change from heathmyers.com. It's been great sharing this with you today. I look forward to catching up with you again really soon. All the best, and bye for now.